This right here is my favorite lure to fish in the Everglades. Paddletail swim baits at the end of a jig head have produced some of the best bites I've ever had here, just roadside in the Florida Everglades. The paddletail on my medium spinning rod together should give us the best chance of catching as many fish out here in the Florida Everglades as we can. Let's see how many fish we could catch. Yeah, so like I said, we are right here roadside in the Florida Everglades. Wait for this guy to pass. And I'm not gonna lie, this is some of my favorite fishing to do. It's literally parked just right here off the side of the road. There's so many, look, I just spooked a bunch of mine cichlids. Let me show you guys. Already off the bat, we got a mine cichlid right there. We got some more right there. And I just saw some bass swimming around. That's an Oscar cichlid right there. And we also got some cars that we gotta watch out for. And this jig head has seen better days, but it'll do. The main strat is gonna be casting underneath these trees, and then walking down and finding little spots to cast in those trees and casting parallel along these rocks. The fishing lately in South Florida has been pretty tough from what I've been hearing. We've been in a pretty serious drought. Oh, there's a fish. All right, first fish of the day. As I was saying that the fishing's tough, there we go. Nice sized jaguar cichlid. All right, there we go. As I was saying that the fishing's been tough in South Florida lately, we catch our first jaguar cichlid. I think they're super cool, super pretty fish. But as I was saying, so apparently lately the fishing in South Florida has been really poor, mostly due to the drought we've been having. We haven't had really good rain in a while, so apparently the fish have been kind of staying closer to the bottom of these bodies of water. So that's a really good start to the day, that even though the fishing has been a little bit rough, just a couple casts in, we're already on the board. There we go. Considerably smaller fish. This looks like a warmouth. There's one of the most aggressive little fish in the Everglades. First warmouth of the day. Put him back right there. There we go. Oh, that's a nice jaguar. Wow, that's a nice jaguar cichlid. Look at him. This is one of the nicer sized jaguar cichlids I've ever caught. And look at that. And look at that scar on his forehead. Between other aggressive invasives and alligators and turtles, this guy's probably been through war and back in his life. Let's put him back right in there. There he swims off. The more I catch those guys, the more not only do I appreciate them, I think they're super pretty fish. They also give a really good fight. But I also hear they're quite delicious. I've never, tried eating them. But let me know what you guys think. I think a catch and cook jaguar cichlid might be pretty cool, especially if it's a big one that size. That's what's nice about this size paddle tail, is that the smaller lures like the inline spinners, small jerk baits that I may or may not use later on in this video, in high pressured areas like this, they catch more fish quantity wise, but the fish that bite this swim bait are usually a lot bigger. That's how we end up with fish like that size jaguar cichlid. Oh, snap. There's another jaguar there. I'm gonna try to catch him. He's a nice size. He bit. I set the hook a little too hard, I guess. Come on, come back. In general, these guys aren't that shy. Guess he's a little shy this time. As I retie, I'll show you guys the setup. Any ballpoint jig head will do. I prefer these Eagle Claw laser sharp 1/4 ounce. I like the ones in white with the red eye. And then this is actually a Rapala Crush City Mayor swim bait. I was really skeptical about them at first, because I don't know about you, but when I think about Rapala, I think about jerk baits, hard plastics, not necessarily swim baits, but they do the job. And this is them right there, 2.5 inches. And I'm throwing that on a 6.6 medium Abu Garcia Vendetta rod. And paired with that, I have a Fluger. I believe this is the President 35X. I can't remember all the specs on it. It's a pretty good rig. It's light enough that these cichlids give a really nice fight, but it's also strong enough that I could flip them no problem, and I could handle pretty much any fish that'll come out of here, from gar to bass to cichlids. All right, I'm a big fan of how this looks here. A lot of little shaded areas where there could be fish hiding underneath. Not only that, a bunch of lily pads right off to the side. Ooh, there's a gar right there. All right, we came down a little bit further down the trail. This spot really opens up. I fished here on the channel before. As it approaches noon, I have a feeling we're gonna have to keep it moving if we wanna find the bite. And the bite kind of calmed down in that last spot, so I figured we move on. We've also unlocked this spot. You could come over here on the other side of the road and it opens up a little bit more. Ooh, this is nice. Let's see, first cast, can we catch anything? I'm looking at a lot of mine cichlids, but it's kind of dark. It's weird. Usually when I come here, it's really clear and I could see the bottom of the water column. I think it's just kind of dark right now. I guess murky is a better term. Look what's over here. Dang, son, somebody had a bad day, it seems. If I knew how to fix rods, I'd take it. No need, we got fish to catch. Oh, we got a fish there. Oh, he came off. Ooh, I know my drag was a little loose, but that felt like a good fish. I see some bite marks. That could have been a gar. But gar, I mean, from my experience, gars never really pull like that. That fish pulled. There's a fish. First fish in the new spot, jaguar cichlid. There we go, absolute. Oh. Well, there he goes. I was gonna say he's an absolute beauty of a fish, but I guess I don't know. He just wanted to get back. So that was actually the first fish. You can see where I'm parked just over there. I've been getting a lot of bites, a lot of small bites. That was the first real commitment. All right, that sun is starting to beat down low key. Let's try to pull a couple more fish out of here before it gets just too hot. There we go. These warmouth are just so aggressive. This guy absolutely choked it. And he's not even that big, he's a small guy. Thank you so much for biting, bud. We'll put him back. And that guy came just at the shadow line. If you can see on the water, I'm casting it all the way as far back as I can and slowly reeling it in back. I can't say that time, but that last fish, he came just at that shadow line. There's a fish. Another jaguar. Man, these guys came to play today. Let me know, man. Like, I feel like if I catch like 5 or 6 nice sized jaguars like this, can make for a decent little catch and cook. Yeah, these guys came to play. We're gonna put them back right here. If you notice, we haven't really caught many, well, no, we haven't caught any largemouth or peacock bass. I don't know what it is, but out here on US 41, I don't know if it's because of how pressured it is, but the bass out here definitely know how to read and write. Here's a fish. Man, these guys are on it today. I'll never complain about catching these guys. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at the colors on that fish. There he goes. Oh, very next cast. The most aggressive little warmouth. Crazy about this guy, I barely even felt him bite, to be honest. I just saw my lure swimming in the water and then, whoa. And then it's slowly drifting off to the side. There we go. I don't know, I think this is warmouth number 2, maybe 3. Cute little guy, let's put him back. Thank you so much for biting, bud. Let's try to release him right back on there, under the shade where he came from. Boom, let's go. Hey, fishing out here in the Florida Everglades is probably some of my favorite type of fishing that there is to do. Because no matter where you go, off the side of the street, a spillway, a canal, there's fish everywhere. And I know in like February and March, I was on a kick of coming here and fishing the Everglades all the time. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Not only that, I know a spot maybe an hour down. It's a bit of a drive, but I know of a spot just down that way where I could catch tarpon and snook. So if you guys want to see that, let me know by liking the video, leaving a comment, subscribing. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more of the Everglades, because this summer, once I got my kayak fixed, I think I'm gonna be hitting the kayak hard. Fishing a lot of salt water, even fresh water with the kayak. But until then, let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.